Hey, I'm going to make you a quick video about weighted averages. And there's an example in the lesson 3 quiz, and I'm going to use Excel to solve it because it makes it so much easier. So, as a USG student, you should get Excel for free. If you don't have it, check in with your individual institutions and check maybe with their IT or maybe with an advisor, and they should be able to tell you how to get Excel. I'm going to show you the quick way that I do that. So this question is talking about a final grade is based on percentages. And we even do that with eCore. If you go look at the syllabus, you're going to see that each of your grades, like your homework, your quizzes, your midterm, and your final are different percentages. So what I did is every value in red is the percentage. So what I did is I made my categories. I had attendance. There were 2 papers, there were 3 tests, and there was a final exam worth 23%. So if you see here, I put my percentages in. And again, I put them as a decimal because remember, 6% as a decimal is 0.06. So again, I made my percentage a decimal. It makes the math a lot easier. If not, if you leave it at 6, it's going to give you a crazy value. So then I went in and I did the grades. So I have like 78 for attendance, 72 on the first paper that you see here, 91 on the second paper, 92 on test 1, 84 on test 2, 94 on test 3, and 80 on the final exam. Okay, so again, I'm going to put type here, percentage here, and remember it's as a decimal, and let me do that, percentage as a decimal. Okay. I'm going to put that here and I'm going to wrap the text so hopefully you can see it. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay. And then I've got the grade. Let me make it prettier. It's kind of driving me crazy. Okay. There we go. So percentage is a grade. And so here's my grades. All right. So what I do to get this, let me delete it. Okay. So I'm going to do equals this, which is my percentage, times my grade gives me what that is. So even though they got a 78 on the attendance, it's only counting as 6% of the class. So that gives it a 4.68. Basically, that's if I took 78 times 0.06, that's what that gives me. So let's do it for the first paper. I can do equals 0.07 times 72, and I hit that, and it gives me that 5.04. You can do this in your calculator too. I just find Excel makes it easier. So I'm going to do it again for this one. This one times this times that equals that. So then that's what I get that. So once you see that pattern, what you can do is you can click here, do Control C, and then I go over the things I need, and I do Control V as in Victor. And that gives me the answer. Okay, so what that gives me is for each assignment, that gives me the part of the whole grade. To get the whole grade, I'm going to do equal. Let me show you something cool though. If you're in this, if I highlight all this, and let me move this out of the way. If I highlight all this, oops, sorry. If I go down here, it gives me the sum. So it's 85.79. If I round up, it's 85.8. Another way to do that is to do this, equal sum, and then I highlight all the ones I need, and then I close the parentheses, and that's what I get, 85.72. Okay, and it gave me a different scenario. Let me go get this scenario. Okay, there was a part 2, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. Okay, so part 2 was this. Let me wrap it so we can read it. Okay, compute the average for the student with all the scores that are the same on the papers, test, and final exam, but only got a 30 in attendance. So I'm going to go here and look what it's going to be cool. I'm going to do 30. So it changes my entire grade. So as you can see, that 30 dropped them down. So because I used Excel, everything else stayed the same except that 30 changed. Because remember, this student had a 78, so I get an 85.8. But because this student got a 30, you can see it dropped them down to an 82.9. That's how you do these weighted averages. And I think this might help it if you do it in Excel. Again, it's free to any USG student. Contact your home institution and they can help you get it. Let me know if you have questions. Have a great day.